Good morning, good morning, good morning. What's up, King Carnage? What's up, Jay? What's up, Alexis, Leland, Mel, Eric, Shadow, Leland again, Zaytoven, Caleb, Mighty One, Alexis. Good morning, each and every one of you. I think I said Alexis twice as well. So the game plan for today, going to be looking to see, well, let me turn this on so you can see the extended hours information. But basically, we're still looking at Friday's supply and demand range. The other day, we got back above it, held it perfectly, held a higher low, closed higher, looks great. So now today's focus will be yesterday's supply, just like it was for Friday's supply. So we're going to be seeing, can they break this, retest it anyway. Again, this would be a single candle retest, midterm retest, a full term retest. Anything to show us that higher lows or bulls are present above this supply of previous day would be a good significant sign that bulls want to increase towards 440, which is, again, a bigger psychological number above where we are right now, as well as just a good resistance area. We're also kind of approaching the top of the supply that we have as of recent, so we're really just focused on 438.15 today, so I wanted to make that very clear. Go down to the 2-day 5-minute again. If we do get any kind of rejections or pullbacks, I really wouldn't look to turn bearish yet unless you see a break of this area. If you see any kind of rejection here and you like lower highs popping up, great, that's awesome. That's a better significant entry than just randomly taking a break back under this. So I wouldn't just look for a rejection, I would look for a lower high rejection. Therefore, you have a higher probability outcome if it does push back lower again. So those are kind of the game plans in front of us. The levels are super clear, super clean. The bigger time frame is super clear, makes sense to me, makes sense to everybody. It's just really easy to look at. Qs are pretty much the same exact way. I didn't bother adding the in-between zone here, but if you wanted to, you could add it from here all the way to the PML, and then you have like an in-between zone, but you don't have to add it if you don't want to. Again, that's just utilizing a bigger time frame level up to the pre-market low. It also happens to just be a good in-between pivot point for people in here who like to trade supply and demand. So triple Qs are looking good. They're also kind of breaking out of supply. They had a little bit better of a day than SPY the other day, thanks to tech having such a strong push. It's not just tech, too. It's all the mega caps for the most part. But yeah, we got some game plans on a couple of these charts. I like NVIDIA a lot with the daily time frame right above their head. You got this daily time frame supply. Sorry, I can't speak. Looking over the pretty much just high of this candle to see if we can reach into that area or hit it. If not, go back down to the 2-day 5-minute. Can look under. I must have this on the wrong chart. I do. We're looking under the PML or the current day open. I'm just going to leave it on this one. Tesla was looking really good on the daily time frame. This was one that we looked at yesterday on the smaller time frame. We pretty much called this out like 50 different times because it kept just sitting here for a while. It came down here. We said, all right, guys, look for any higher lows. Came down here again, held a good double bottom, held a higher low, held another higher low. So it took a long time for this chart to get out of the ground, over 3 hours precisely. But it did really, really, really well once it did. It had its first reactive move. It pushed past its reactive move, made it past that day's open, that day's high. So Tesla had a very, very strong but slow day yesterday. And here they are back up again in the 220s. So everybody was freaking out when they got close to 200 again. But here they are, bouncing into the 220s again. So we'll see if they surpass their supply that they had just overhead. Meta, you got their pre-market low at 317.70s, previous day high. Right there at the 320, 321 area. Burke B will be interesting to watch today because they had this big dip from their earnings, and they consolidated the previous day as well as, previous day and the day before. So we're going to be seeing, do they finally pop out of this range? And this is significant because, and we'll look at a visual representation of this. If you guys look at SPY, the weights, right? Financials are about 11% of the market, right? Of the S&P 500, right? So if we go to that, you go to XLF, you'll see, oh wow, Burke B is the biggest weight in that. So it does matter. So you're about to see the third largest weight in SPY, XLF, possibly move today or within the next couple days thanks to its top weight, Berkshire Hathaway. So be very careful watching your XLF sector the next couple days. That one can either ramp up, could consolidate a little bit longer, could break back lower. But either way, this is going to be a good kind of initial momentum indicator for anybody who's looking at that because it's the third largest sector of SPY. On the other hand, you have healthcare. They've been pushing up with tech. If you go over to the pure blood sector, tech, both have been pushing higher. So this is a good reason why you see SPY doing so well. It's because you don't just have the tech and the mega caps. You also have healthcare. You have all these other sectors doing pretty well. And then there's just a couple that are kind of simmering off like staples, industrials, all that good stuff. People rotating out. So yeah, I mean, I'm just kind of going over sectors at this point. Don't really have any game plans on that. But here in a minute or so, I will put this back off extended hours, and then I'm going to invite Jay, also known as Pepols, into the live stream call, and then we'll go over some stuff. But I just wanted to make sure I got the game plan out to everybody. Drop a like on the stream if everything makes sense. Let me know. Drop an emoji. Drop something to let me know that all of this makes sense to you. As you guys can see in the bottom left, we're going to use that little quick chart for triple Qs because I don't really feel like switching over. And sometimes we do kind of miss some really good movement on triple Q thanks to me not looking at it. So I'm going to leave it there at the bottom left. Maybe sometimes we can switch it over to like Tesla or something too, or Apple or Microsoft or Berkshire, you know, something notable. But I'm going to try to utilize this little quick chart a little bit more. Just for information, not really looking to trade off of it. Yeah, let me know that you guys understand the game plan. I hope everyone does great. Let's go over some news today real quick before I continue. Which, again, if you guys are in the Discord, please leave notifications on for daily updates. I'm still seeing people ask questions about what news is today, what's happening today. Guys, I post it every morning. Please don't waste my time. Go to Daily Updates channel. I literally do it for you. I don't need to go check it. I know where to go look. So go look. I'm doing it for you. But today, we have... Let me pull over Financial Juice. Cook has already spoke. We got Powell already. U.S. wholesale, which isn't really that important. Again, guys, if you pay attention to my weekly watch list, I don't pay attention to low important news. I pretty much just focus on the red dots. Orange dots can be somewhat significant, but really haven't been lately. For the past few weeks, they haven't been. But then we have Williams, Barr, Jefferson. As I told you guys in the weekly watch list this week, there is a ton of Fed speakers this week. We're only on Wednesday, but we still have a ton left. But tomorrow we have jobless claims, so that'll be a big piece of news, followed up by Friday with the sentiment preliminary. So we'll focus on that. And then, so as you can see, very light news. It's really just kind of watching out. If you go to the briefing website, you can go over to the morning summary and you can read any corporate news. If there's any kind of movement, any different side tickers or tickers that might be related to something you were looking at, this can clear up everything for you and let you know, oh, wow, that's probably why. And then the earnings, of course. So if you want to check out the earnings, you can see who all had earnings this morning, who has earnings after hours, which a big notable one is Disney after hours today. So anybody looking at that can just relax for today. Nothing really big on Thursday or Friday. But that is the news. That is the corporate news. That is the earnings of the day. Holy crap, look how crazy that chart looks. That actually looks kind of funny. I don't even know what to think of that. Let's not look at that for a second. That's funny as hell. XLK up against previous day high. See if they hold it. Looks like healthcare is also rejecting at the open. Same for banks. They're just kind of sitting sideways. Discretionary trying to push higher. And comms also getting a little bit of a bid. So we got a bunch of indecision. But let's go back to the equities. Let's turn off our extended hours. Let's go over to our DAT new. And let's focus. We got the 1. We got the... I'm about to change it to the 15. If I can click correctly. There we go. And then we got the 5-minute. And the daily, so we can see everything that we need to see. And then here in a minute, I'll open this back up. I was just waiting till the chart wasn't as impossible to look at. But good morning, everybody. Hopefully, hey, you joke about it, Creator Trades, but we still get people asking. What's Jerome saying? I don't actually care what he's saying. We're just looking at reactions. Focus on the price action. Nobody here should give a rat's ass what Jerome Powell's actually saying. You should focus on the price action. What level's holding, what's rejecting, what's breaking. If you are looking at a potential game plan, what's your stop loss, what's your target? Think about these things. Be forward thinking. This is a forward moving market. You're not joking? Well, you can go back a couple minutes then. Literally just covered it. But let's call Jay in here. Let me get my headset on, or else I won't be able to hear Jay. He says, I'm so forward thinking, I'm behind. I'm lapping time right now. That's funny. What was I about to do? Oh, I need to call Pepols. Oh, I hate this noise. Yo, yo, yo.
Yo, what up?
Yo, hold up. Just say like the ABCs or something for a second.
A, B, C, D, E, F,
Alright, alright.
G.
You
I
sound
don't know
perfect.
anything. Alright, cool.
What is going on, Jay? How are you doing this morning?
Good. I'm chilling, ready to trade.
Chilling, ready to trade. I love to hear it.
Yeah, I'm
How'd you sleep last
excited.
night?
Ah, good. I got like 8 hours.
Yes, dude, that's a solid amount of sleep. That's a crazy amount.
Yeah, I try to get that every night.
I got like 6.5 and I feel great.
How much do you usually get? Like 4?
About 6.
Oh, that's pretty good though.
So 6.5 is actually amazing.
Just gotta aim for that like 7 to 9 hours mark.
Just gotta aim a little harder.
Yeah,
Yo, what's up, Timmy?
Mr. Green.
Don, dude.
I miss you, Mr. Green. I feel like I haven't been seeing you that much. I must have to donate for you to chug a sugar-free my monster on stream. Just pay for the monster and I'll do it. Just send me like the
Wait, did you just ask?
329.
Did you just ask Don, dude, to pay for something?
Yeah. What? This dude Dominique, bro. I feel like people's just trying to make his voice sound deeper. Yeah, I am.
No, he actually does have a deep voice. That's actually him.
What the hell? Taylor's saying she agrees.
All right, guys. Right now we have a slight push over the previous day highs in the first couple minutes here. We're looking for a continued
What the
hold
fuck?
over the previous day high. You have the first 5-minute close over. You have multiple 1-minute candle closes over. We're still watching the 15-minute to close or do anything. And then the daily, of course, is the daily. So nothing really to analyze there besides the fact that we are at the top of supply. Focus up for real.
I'm also watching the high of day from October 17th too. That's right above.
Nvidia
If we
broke
get over
previous day
this,
highs
let's
too.
pump.
You're gonna see semiconductors have an insane day. I don't know what direction it's going in, but I'm just letting you know right now it's gonna have an insane day. Oh, coin falling off a cliff. Inside candle on the daily, everybody on Coinbase. Is Nike finally giving out Steam? Is Costco finally giving out Steam? Finally seeing those two produce smaller candles. Same for John Deere. About damn time. Apple, Microsoft doing really good, as well as Nvidia all over the previous day highs. A lot of things are already over previous day highs and looking to try to hold right now, guys. So give it a couple more minutes. You want to look for some higher lows in the 1 and 5 minute here. And honestly, it's the first 6 minutes. I don't know if I'd be freaking out over every movement yet. You have all day.
Yeah, I gotta wait.
Hey, remember when you're streaming, you gotta like pretend to like, do your marketing. Be like, hey, make sure y'all like the stream and stuff. Share the stream around.
Subscribe, guys, to win. Have a chance to get entered into a Bueller's giveaway for a Tesla.
Yeah.
Definitely a real giveaway.
Yeah, definitely real. No satire here. Just kidding, YouTube. Don't actually hurt us.
Yeah. In game.
Yeah, that was GTA. Yo,
GTA.
15-minute flipping, 1 and 5-minute flipping. We're approaching the top of supply. Guys, I'm not joking. I would place highest priority on this chart, which means you're at resistance right now. So, unless you see the greatest higher lower base builds form here, I don't know if I'd jump into calls just yet. I would look for a little bit more. Don't just look for intraday signals today. Look for an actual, piece of TA from the daily. Right now, you're at the top of supply. We're going to keep that marked. I should move this chart up, shouldn't I? Let's do this. There we go. A little bit.
I will, Leland. Trust me. I'm waiting and watching the 15 too. Hey, Mr. Jack.
Miker said Nvidia back on its bullshit. I love when he comments on Nvidia.
Recession canceled, boys. Oh my god. Dang, Mel already caught 20%.
If you see a red candle in the chart, he probably caught it. Well, Jay, while we got some time here, while we're just watching the market to settle around the previous day highs and on the daily against really, really big resistance, what you've been up to lately in terms of trading or your journey or just anything in terms of what you've been doing to try to progress or try to grow any kind of confidence, not just, oh, how did I make a bag today? Anything about
Yeah.
your trading journey lately.
I mean, really just focusing on screen time and my reviews of the day. Honestly, I feel like I'm kind of at this point where I have a lot of like, I don't know how to say this, but like a lot of the knowledge I need is just like you've told me, just, you know, seeing different scenarios over and over again and, you know, keeping like my consistency and everything like that. So, been just taking like one trade a day, still pretty light size, especially after my break here in October. Not trying to rush things and get too greedy again, because that was kind of not so good in the beginning of October. But yeah,
You just
just
kind of
screen
been
time
trying to
and review.
resettle and get back up from there.
Yeah, exactly. Like I was trying to just take things too fast and like size up too fast, and it like made me go from thinking about like the trades I was taking to just thinking about money.
In a way, I
And
think it's a good thing though, because I feel like you like saw the path in front of you too quick, and you were like, "Wow, okay, this is what I'm going to end up doing," and then you were like,
yeah,
"I'm going to just jump straight to the end of that tunnel," instead of like, "Hold up, let me actually like see what's in between this tunnel, like what's all going on down here."
and that's what you're telling me too, but I don't know, for me I'm kind of like I need to,
No, I get you, I get
I
you.
guess, immerse myself in that to fully figure it out, where I was like, oh
Hmm.
shit, this is what Josh was telling me about and like warning me about. So then I was able to see me, you know, like in September I made around like 40% of my account or something. It was like 30-40%. And I was like doing super good and I was being consistent and I was taking good trades, and then I lost like over half of those gains in a week in October, and I was like, oh shit, like
Like,
I
damn it.
am doing something wrong. Yeah. But I was like, okay, well, this is what Josh was saying, and now I understand how that could be super destructive and
No, I can.
ruin
And
you as a trader.
it's not bad to be what I would call what I would say you're like a hyperactive trader, which is not a bad thing. That's a great thing. That's those sometimes end up being the best traders in the market because they're able to have the energy to do many things. They're able to take the hits and move on. They don't just quit. They don't just give up, which I've never once seen you even come close to quitting. So that kind of adds to you as well. So it's not just negatives.
Mhm.
There's positives in there as well. But
Yeah.
no, I mean it's good though because you've taken the hit and now you're like, all right, shit, that was realistic as hell. Hold up, let me go a little slower now. But you're still doing the
Yeah.
same thing, still doing the same methods. You're still going over amazing breakdowns, every single day in your journal and talking to me and Leland and Dondu and just in the trading floor and everything. I could see you see stuff. You see it. You see it before it happens. So you're not crazy. You have really good intuition. I think it's just again getting more reps, just doing this more. I don't think it's anything except more time. I tell a lot of people this
Yeah.
in chat too. It feels like I repeat this advice to everybody because it's not advice. It's just logical. That you would need more reps. It has nothing to do with you
Well,
being dumb or slow.
yeah, it's really hard too, especially because I don't know, like your first phase in trading is just like, you're gonna spend months and months of where it's like, okay, like for me, I was going through every single Leland video, I was going through every Bueller video and taking notes, and like you feel like are learning something new every day, and then you get to this point where you're like, okay, well, I have the system, I have the levels, I know the setup, and then you're just kind of like, what do I do now? And then when you just tell someone like, oh, you got to sit in front of the screen and just watch, it's like, I don't know, kind of, well, at least for me, it was kind of hard to accept that because I was like, what? I should be like learning and finding what I'm doing wrong and like all this and that. Like, even though it's just as basic as, you know, getting more screen time. I mean, I don't want to speak for everyone, but.
No, yeah, because everyone's a little bit different.
Mm-hmm.
And that's another thing too. Like you're open-minded, which is good. You're able to not just take a hit, but like you're able to get constructive criticism and actually take it and actually apply it. And I've seen you do it time and time again from something I've said or Leland or anybody in chat, or like I see you pick up on things, and then it's like I already see you utilizing what you learned like within that same week. It's like, holy shit, this kid's fucking smart. So I genuinely believe if you just take your time, you're gonna have a great time because a lot of things will make more sense. They'll start to click a little bit better. I think also it's really easy for the market to open and for you to like have all these like things go through your head too. And I think everybody experiences this. But like you do all this hard work and review and all these mental trades, and you finally get all the energy built up to take some of these amazing trades, and then you end up botching it because you jump in too early or you do something that's just clearly an emotional mistake. But it's not even really your fault, it really isn't. I mean, it is your fault, duh. But
Yeah.
it comes down to just, again, being patient, just waiting a little bit longer. Sometimes chilling the first 30 minutes of the day can help out a ton of people. I know many people who don't even wake up in time. So
Mm-hmm.
just take your time.
Yeah, that's like, I feel like the one thing I've been struggling with most. And like, I feel like after my break, it's been really good. Yesterday, I kind of messed myself up, but I feel like that was the first time and since I came back from my break that I really, really like rush things. But sometimes I just, like, I was even talking to Leland about this, how I'll just overcomplicate things and like, I'll be, like you just said, like how you're thinking about too much and you end up like botching stuff because you're just like all over the place. Like I
Hmm.
feel like I do that a lot. So I've just been trying to be calm, and if I see a trade that I'm not super comfortable taking, because I was talking to Leland about like the 60% entries or the 69% entry that we joke about. Um, and I was like, what about this high? What about this high? And he's like, dude, you're just overcomplicating it. Like, why would you want to trade there? And I'm like, yeah, you're right. Like, a good setup when you see one. So I have been trying not to take a single trade until I'm just like, oh my God, that's perfect. Because like I know what a perfect trade is. It's just like waiting for that to appear. That's what I'm kind of struggling with, but
Hmm.
it's been getting better.
And real quick here, guys, I'm cutting people's off, but we have multiple higher lows holding today's open. So I know we're against supply, but they are doing exactly what I said and what you want to see bulls do if they are going to get any kind of movement to the upside today. They are holding multiple higher lows here. I think the only thing you're looking out for now is a new high of day now. You have multiple candles in the 1 and the 5 minute holding very well. We have an indecisive candle close in the 15 minute. So you might be seeing that push happen here soon. If we end up making a lower high or any kind of big bearish rejections, this could bring a lot of fear into the chart. A lot of people are very aware of how much we've been pushing up. So I think any day now, you're going to see one of these just really big gapped up days have a very small range day, and then that's going to be our top for short term. But we don't know what that is yet. We've had 3 gapped up small body candles in a row, so I've been telling you guys this. This is a good sign of seeing something that's overbought without having an indicator on. But you don't just start shorting it when you see it. You got to wait till it actually provides a slowdown. So you have your slowdown possibly popping up. We need to see any kind of bearish rejection happening on the daily. We don't have any of that yet. So I don't know if I'd get too fearful yet. Yes, Pepols equals J. Well, there's two different J's. There's Hidden Lan, old J, as I call him, because he's somebody I've had around for like 5 years. And then this is Pepols, my new J. If that makes sense.
The new J.
Just someone I've talked to a lot. Someone that's talked to a lot of people in chat a lot because he's worked his ass off. He doesn't just join chat, go quiet. He joins chat and he works his ass off. And I've told you guys many times before, I will go to war for you if you're someone who works their ass off. Pepols is one of those people.
Yeah.
I will go down in battle for this man. Facts. People
Appreciate
trying to
it,
be
Josh.
perfect. Oh, it is, Alexis. It is. And there's so many people like Pepols. Alexis, you're one of them. Dondu's one of them. King Carnate. I mean, there's a ton of people like that around here. I can't just keep naming names because it's not fair, but there's a lot of amazing people in here that are just like that too, that are working their ass off. It's just, again, a time game. I really hope a lot of you guys take some of Pepols' breakdown to heart, because it's kind of what a lot of you guys are going through. Jay's just able to say it because he's clear and concise and does this shit a lot.
We love you, Mr. Green.
Adam, I'm sorry about yesterday. I fumbled bags in the past trying to be OCD. Yeah, it can definitely be annoying trying to be a perfectionist too. I know I haven't seen too many people with that problem, but being a perfectionist can definitely be bad. Because then you try to make everything perfect, and not everything's going to be perfect. Sometimes you're going to have to take profit as you see momentum giving out, not as you see your level hit. And yes, Leland called it out perfectly. He said we held the previous day high nicely. Yeah, I guess, Jack. IWM rejecting previous day open. Go call it, Zaytoven.
It also just broke up out of the inside bar on the 5-minute too.
On the 5-minute. Nice. Good call out. I see that now. Good call out. You are correct.
And then on the 15, the first 15-minute candle looks like an indecision, so I'm just waiting to see what side we break out of, and if we push above this 438.14.
You're correct. You are correct. Perfect analysis. Which is so hard to sit through.
Yeah,
you're like, wait, I could buy puts. This could be the top.
Yeah, legit. Nah, I would definitely be in puts. Like 2 months ago, I'd be in puts right now.
That's
I probably would have taken 2 trades already.
But see what I mean though? Like, you're able to break down like what's wrong and what's right. I mean, through our eyes, what's wrong and what's right. Through what system we're going for. But
yeah,
if you're able to do that, you're able to trade. If you're able to point out what's wrong and what's right, you're able to do anything. It's just building up off of that. You're not just gonna wake up tomorrow and be like, all right, well, I'm making 10,000 today. Like, no, it's you gotta slowly work into it. Not just account wise, but mentally. When you go from trading like $100 to $1,000, it's different. When you go from trading 1,000 to 10,000, it's a lot different. It doesn't get any better. I hate when people are like, oh, dude, if I had more, I'd be killing it. No, you wouldn't. You'd be losing more. You'd be making as much. You'd be losing as much. It's the exact same. If anything, it's more pressure because you're sitting there thinking about, oh, well, I got 85K I could be throwing into trades right now. And then you blow half of it just because you have this like huge cushion in your head of like, oh, I can lose a little bit. Don't ever give yourself that cushion in your head. I've done it before. Many of the best traders in chat have done that before. Where you give yourself this cushion in your head because you've done so well, and then you're like, okay, bet. And then you go to take some losses, and then you lose it all, and then you're like, wait, why is my account down 35%? Like, bro, because you've been losing all your trades. You've been throwing money into everything. But yeah, right now we do have a short-term pop of that inside bar. 1 and 5 minute trying their best. Like almost called you Dondu, bro. I'm so sorry. Like Pepols just said, we have an indecisive first 15-minute candle as we're approaching supply on the daily. So very important that we pay attention to these low 438 numbers. one day Dondu's gonna fake be sick and he's gonna be here. I'm sorry, Dondu. I didn't mean that.
I'll fake be sick that day too.
Dondu's boss listening in. He's gonna do what now?
Oh, Don, said it would be a compliment.
Dondu, check your phone.
Send it.
He just sends like 500 instantly. Do it 5 times.
Send your entire freaking stock account, dude.
Sends me bank login.
Already sold my dad's alley.
Well, short-term bulls did try to push it a little bit more, but we're still just under that supply on the daily, so keep an eye on that low 438 number. Is everybody in here? Is everybody in here in stream clear on what we're looking for before I continue to joke with Jay? I don't want anybody here going, we all just joking around. None of this makes sense. I want to make sure everybody here understands what we're looking for. I don't want any lazy-ass excuses coming up.
Leland, I haven't had a single Red Bull flavor that tastes good, dude. We also did just form a outside bar, like pin bar on the 1 minute too, which is obviously good for bears, especially right at high a day there. Wait, Leland, let me send you a video that Dondu sent to me so I can expose him. What? She does, Leland. What about it? Where's this video?
Jesus, I just heard and read what y'all are talking about. I bet your mom still makes airplane noises when she feeds you peoples. Jesus.
I'm about to expose Dondu right now.
Here, I'll get Leland back for you if you want. Every time Leland drinks a Red Bull, he actually does check his back to see if he's growing some wings or not.
Oh. That's the only reason he drinks it, bruh.
He actually believes one day he can fly. He believes one day he can actually take flight, soar into the skies. He said it's true. That would be pretty cool. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. I was trying to act like that was a roast, but it ended up being a compliment. Alright, well, we're still under supply, even after the bull's looking really, 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 really good. I really just want to see them pop 438.15 so I can quit saying this number. 6 more cents. 6 more cents. 6 more cents.
Everyone chant.
Either pop it or reject it. Give me a good rejection of it or a rounding top or something. Honestly, I would be looking to see when a daily candle closes on the bottom right of my screen. I would truly wait to see what that ends up doing because I really feel like there's going to be a really awesome swing signal today. You're probably going to see me call it swings on SPY today or tomorrow. Green's like, Leland, you won't believe who my neighbor is. It's a famous surfer. Leland said, I just want to see the September 20th to 21st gap down fill. I bet. Oh. Was that right? Was it a surfer? Nice guess, but who? Damn it. Now I'm lost. I'm never guessing.
There we go. Jack is smart.
Oh,
Sugar-free
wait.
monstees.
I should have been able to guess this. Adam Sinful literally just told me yesterday. I don't remember the name, but it's apparently the most famous or best surfer to exist or something. They told me it was the Tony Hawk of surfing apparently moved next to you. That was word for word what I was told. On the other... Dude, that's crazy.
Got
Hey,
a
man.
nice one black crow at high of day too.
Oh, nice. Yeah, good call out. Double top on the 1 minute. First projection on the 5 minute. Possible
I
first
bet
projection on the
Mel's in
15.
this.
Yeah, probably.
Oh, 50%.
Also, I would like to add that they gapped down this 1 minute candle. That's pretty significant.
Ooh, are they gonna make this 15-minute an outside bar? Do it. We can see clearly on the 15 that we're rejecting the top of that first 15-minute candle, the indecision one.
Mm-hmm.
So, bear's still controlling this. Machado is into the ranch.
What's your break and targets for SPX Leland? I know you're looking for the gap fill, but what else are you looking for short term? I know you're probably paying attention to previous day highs. Probably somewhere around here. I know you probably got this marked. What else is old Leland looking for?
You're pulling a Pepols. Can you send me your chart, Leland?
Send me your trade signal.
Can you send me your chart? I want to compare our charts.
I actually have tried to get Leland to send me some of his trades, but not to follow them. It's been, well, I say that like that, but I didn't mean it like that. To record it for videos, like, oh look, okay, so this is where Leland liked it, and then you're like, oh look, it's a 40% entry, and then like, oh look, get rich race. Leland scaled out, then he got into this, blah blah blah. It's an 80% now. You know, it'd just be cool to go over like examples, but we're working on something else, so
Ooh.
yeah, y'all aren't ready for the something else.
I'll just beg Leland to send his trades so I can review them.
No, nobody can bother Leland. Market's open. Read his
Yeah,
bio,
guys, his
bro.
DMs
Jesus.
are closed. His DMs are closed. Only spam message him at 12 o'clock at night. That's when I
15
do it.
minute is not looking hot. The more that sets up like that, the more that does not look good.
Oh, yeah. Oh, here we go. Got a 1 minute close below previous high, or
Yeah.
previous day's high.
They're hitting that inside bar you were calling out earlier too, bottom of it. Which also lines up with today's open, previous day highs. So many different things right there. This is a make or break spot in this highlighted area.
Ooh. They're wicking this up right here, though. Jeez.
They're gonna do this 100 times.
Yeah. We're just gonna sit in this range. Watch.
It's
Prove me wrong,
because
Spy.
it's obvious. It's obvious that we're slowing down, but they're not just gonna flush it and make it really easy for everyone to catch it. They're gonna jump around, bounce around, kick as many people out of trades as they can. Then they're gonna go in the true direction. So you probably will see a breakdown back towards 432.80s over time. I just don't think it's gonna happen in like, bam, quick 5 minute candle. Like no.
Yeah. Look at that. They wicked it up and
Finally.
then right at the end of that candle.
Yeah, see, just like you saw.
flushed it.
I'm glad you pointed that out because that's exactly what just happened. They literally just stopped a bunch of people from staying in trades. They've even probably turned some people into bulls right there, which is wild. All right, now, if they break 437s, this flush will look like nothing. They will continue to flush this down towards 436, possibly 435.50. After failing to hold, we'll see if we can get some more information under good levels now.
Good call out, Leland. I'd even have that marked.
And that 15 minute has shaped up to look like crap. Bears are in complete control in the 15, the 1, and the 5. I would like to see a better flush of 437. We'll see if the overnight gap is going to be the bottom of today or not.
They just want to fill the gap. They don't even care about the fib.
And yeah, if you are a short seller right now, you could take some minimal profits right here as you're approaching 437 if you want to leave some runners in case they go up for a bearish retest. Again, this is just an open range move. You don't have a bearish retest yet. You need to see a lower high step in on the 1 or the 5. Maybe even the 15 would look great. But as long as they're under 437.50, you should remain short-term bearish towards the lower levels like the Friday demand, the previous day close, the previous day lows.
There's Mel. Oh, I said 50%. I was close.
And they did close under 437, so you can continue to hold towards the lower levels now. I still think you guys should look out for a potential retest here in the 1 minute, because you just have a nice open range move. So still look for a potential retest of the bottom of that inside bar, which also lines up with the previous low at the point. So keep an eye on that in case they don't just keep dumping it. But very nice flush so far for everybody looking out for these retests. I'm really glad we kind of talked about this possibly slowing down and reversing. I hope a lot of you guys were on the right side of the trade today. But it's amazing. It's only been 35 minutes and we're getting some really good movement today.
Fill that thing. Leland, for the gap fib, so like we opened up like right at previous day high, so I don't really understand why we would mark it. I mean, we did gap up like much, not even like $1. I don't know. I'm just wondering like why we would still mark it here when I feel like other times we haven't, if we just open up at like resistance. I remember Bueller saying that we should like mark it if we like fully gap through, let's say previous day high or even like 438.14.
Jack, are you here? I need to message you on Discord.
Do you get what I'm saying, Leland, or was that just like stupid? Yeah, that's true. Alright. So right now we are holding against the fib. So if you draw it from a previous day high down to the new low of day, we're seeing slowdown right in that area. Oh, and as I say that, we're starting to pop through. We could see the full retest from high of day to low of day now to that fib. All right, Leland, thank you.
See, like right there, Jay, I can't tell you how many people will feel uneasy about something and then not say shit about it. And guys, look at that retest coming in. Who would have thought? But right there, Jay, you were saying you didn't understand something, so you wanted to go over it more. Leland, I can't tell you how many people will just ignore that feeling and be like, "No, whatever. I'll just keep not knowing what I'm looking at." It's crazy to me. Like it's
Yeah.
human nature to do that, though. It's human nature to be like, "I don't understand this. I'm gonna move on from it," instead of like, "Well, hold up. Let me try to understand what the hell I'm looking at here." So shout out to you,
Yeah.
man. Seriously, I'm not joking. Like 90% of people will just ignore whatever, move on. So I'm happy that you're still asking questions, even when you're in a position when you're in the live stream and in a position where you could be cocky, you could be, sounding retarded. But I'm very happy for you.
Yeah, thank you. You gotta look stupid sometimes, guys, to learn.
No, I mean, you just gotta
Not gonna know
be open-minded.
everything.
That's really everything. You just really gotta be looking to learn. It has nothing to do with being right, looking cool in front of your friends. It has nothing to do with that. Hey guys, I'm a trader. Look at my bio on Instagram. It's not about that.
Yeah.
It really is about just learning and making sense of things and being comfortable of the things that you're trying to understand. Therefore, you
Yeah.
can trust it more. If you end up getting into a system where you're uneasy about half of the things part of it, then when you go to actually take a trade, you're going to make a lot of mistakes, a lot more mistakes than the person who has a more set system in front of them, set rules, set game plan, set path. They're not stepping away from it.
We are at the 0.5 from the high of day to low of day right now too. So this is where we can see a lead test. Oh, look at the 15 though. That's kind of a crazy hammer. And then what Leland was pointing out too was the 0.5 from pre-market to, or yeah, the 0.5 of pre-market. Sorry, I don't know what I was trying to say. I'll probably just mental trade. Honestly, not comfortable enough taking this live.
All right, let's see what the shenanigans are here in the stream. My bad, guys. Be sure to drop a like on the stream, by the way, guys. Right now, we're looking for a potential bearish retest. You should still be bearish. Like I said, 437.50s is your invalidation point. Woke up late, but what's up? What's up, Maddie?
What up, Maddie?
What's up, Maddie Beats? 1 minute, 5 minutes, still giving a bearish retest. 15 minutes still shaping up to be bearish. Just kind of looks awkward with that wick underneath now. Like we said, though, me and Jay were talking about this at the beginning of stream. Probably going to get a little bit of indecision. You won't get the best pull away move instantly because, again, like I said earlier, they're not going to make it obvious. They don't want everyone to be part of the same trade. Everyone's probably turning bearish right now. So they're not just going to dump it instantly. They're going to give you these retests in between like we're seeing here. They're going to give you some slowdowns in between on the daily even. So be very careful of this. You should be bearish against 438.15 until broken. Until held above. A daily candle preferably. Based on the system. Again, guys, I am not God. I am not Marty McFly. I cannot see the future. I am 100% focused on the levels that are in front of me, and that's it. That's all we're planning around. We're not betting on emotions. I have no bias. I don't care about any of the economics going on. I understand them, but I don't care about them. I'm not going to let that ruin my potential trade. I'm not going to look at this chart and say, oh, wow, you're right, Hamas is pretty bad. Let me start shorting this chart. That should have no take on my trade of the chart. That should have no no touch of it. No fear of news reading, no fear of anything should make me touch a trade. Don't be a catalytic trader. Be a technical trader. Bears are still flushing this back lower. Is anybody in shorts? You guys chilling? Right now we're looking for a break of low of day after we finally got our retest. We got our dump, we got our retest. Looking for a continuation now. That would be very nice on both 1 and 5 and the 15 minute. If not, though, then we are going to get some indecision. It's going to be very awkward for both bulls and bears. Because you're under a bearish point, but now you're sitting at a higher low. So very, very, very risky for really either side right here. But chips are definitely stacking in favor of bears right now until proven otherwise. And that's really how you got to look at these things, guys. You know, oh, it's breaking this. Well, I'm bearish right now. All right, well, I'm bearish to what? To the next level. All right, well, what if it goes back up? Well, then I invalidate over what? This. You know, whatever the next level is, use it. It's going to help you. Especially if you're a short-term trader or day trader or a scalp trader. I'm really talking to you right now. But all this information does apply to the bigger time frames as well. Don't be scared to scale out, too, as you approach that 436.80s if they start pushing it back lower again. People's dropping sacred knowledge in here today or what? Nah, he is. We had a lot of really good talks at the beginning, a little bit more later on. We're just kind of going over some updates now.
Yeah, I'm trying my best, Maddie. This is kind of like, I see what Leland is saying, and I was definitely kind of trying to lean more bearish, so I feel like that's why I was asking, you know, why would we draw that fib? But as we see now, it looks like buyers might be trying to make a higher low on the 1 minute because we are right at that pre-market 0.5. So this is just kind of a tricky area because people are wanting to take puts at 437.58 previous day high for that bearish retest, but then we also have a spot right below that people want to take calls at. So
so it's just awkward as hell.
Yeah, so I'm staying back. I'm not taking a trade here because this is
also, Jay, what else leads into that? What else kind of like adds onto that? Well, this is going to be kind of potentially awkward right here. What else kind of leads into that as well that we've talked about?
Shoot.
The daily.
Oh yeah.
The fact that we're at supply, but it's not just going to hit it and then dump instantly. It's probably going to get a little bit of indecision there, right? So what you just broke down from what you and Leland were going over, that also adds into that as well. You know, that we're probably going to get some awkward trading here. It's not just going to be super one-directional from the get-go. You might have a little bit of this, you know, kind of sideways action first, or they try to fake people out first. So be very weary is what we're saying. But no, yeah, good points. And I'm glad you re-explained that as well, in case anybody didn't understand what you and Leland were going over. Leland and his massive brain.
For real.
Bro probably gets headaches every morning.
Yeah. His head like leans over to the side,
He can't
like
even
on his
sleep on his head
shoulder.
that way. Yeah.
His neck can't even can't even support his big head.
He doesn't. His shoulder doesn't touch the mattress. It's literally just his head and then his side.
That's why I drink so much Red Bull to stop the pain.
He
Jimmy
said,
Neutron looking at
"Jimmy."
it. Oh my god. Oh, it's too funny.
Gandhi said, "Bro gives me a headache." Yeah, bro's head's so big it hurts my head. Hey, I love seeing D-Touch pop up. He said, "You mentioned on Friday's stream, expect some sort of consolidation on the daily time frame as well." 100% D-Touch. I'm glad you were listening. My boy D-Touch always in tune with what we're looking at next. D-Touch, how are you doing today, man? We need to get you on a stream one day. I had Daffy yesterday. I got Pepols today. I gotta get me a
D-Touch
D-Touch
tomorrow.
interview. See, this is why I want to get the podcast going, as you guys can see as I bring more people in here. I could do this for months, and y'all would never hear the same person twice. That's how many people are in the group. That's how many people are around the group who would love to be in these streams and just talk. So I think I am going to do that podcast, because it'd be really
Bro,
fun.
that'd be awesome.
It'd be really hilarious.
Get me and Dondu on the same pod.
Oh, easily, yeah. We'll get a Chris.
Oh my
We'll get a
God.
Chris episode. We'll get a Maddie episode. We'll get a Caleb episode. A Creator Trades episode.
I personally do not enjoy talking. Creator's the biggest yapper ever. That's definitely not true.
Yeah, for real, I couldn't get him to shut up. I had to block him the other day.
Alexis
kidding,
said Leland Echo locates the inertia moves before it happens well. Bro, Echo locates the moves. Y'all are glazing.
New love day. New love day. New love day. New love day. He just said Lelandomics.
Who said Lelandomics? Oh. John.
New love day. New love day. New love day. Every time it happens, I'm gonna say it 3 times. No, honestly, if you were in a short though, you should have been scaling out profits on this push. Unless you're crazy. Anytime you hit the recent low, that's a great time to scale out. Now you can leave runners to a farther target, and you can be comfortable about your original position because you're not in your original position. You're now in a secondary position that is not in as much risk. This is again why the staircase method is so amazing.
Have a good day, John. And you're the one that took the trade, not us.
Yeah, that was him. Don't you put that on me. Don't you put that on me, Ricky.
You got a $2 donation, dude.
Did I?
Yeah.
Why didn't I see it? Huh. Oh, there it is. It just... Why am I so late? I'm the guy streaming, but I get it late. I'm gonna try not to abuse your name. Adnan Altarb. Hopefully I did not abuse your name, man, but honestly, very cool looking name. Welcome to the channel, though. Thank you for the donation, wherever you came from and for whatever reason. I appreciate you. I'll be sure to buy a balloon with that. Don't you put that evil on me, Ricky Bobby. You knew where I was going with it. But thank you for real. Wherever you came from, for whatever reason, I appreciate you.
Look what Dondu said in chat. You gotta do it now, Bueller. He donated. That's 2 meows right there.
I think you mistook what number I typed out, don't you? I think you're missing a couple zeros there.
Dondu, I go 50, you go 50.
No, you already have 2. You could do 48 and then one of you do 50.
Oh yeah, true.
So one of you can save $2. Or both of you save $1, whichever one, whatever path you want to take.
Creator, where in the mint are you gonna be?
Creator, what country are you in? It can't be the United States. Dondu, stop.
40 likes, 40
Meow. If anyone meows, I'm going to leave. Oh, shit.
If we get one more donation, I'll meow, guy. One more donation.
No, we're not doing this meow crap.
Never mind.
Focus.
Wait, yeah, focus up, everyone.
437, possible bearish retest. You might get a secondary bearish retest under this highlighted area, because remember, guys, today's not going to be a one-directional day where they give you the easiest signals. They're going to make it hard. Why are they going to make it hard? Because it's obvious. Let's think logically. He said bye, Noah. Did he just expose Creator? Is that Creator's name?
Nah, his name's not Noah. It's, wait, let me look.
I'm not trusting anything that you're about to say.
It's, hold on, I gotta scroll a little bit.
Dominique.
Yeah, Dominique. Yeah. It's Dominique, not Noah.
You'll always be Creator Trades in my heart. Alright, guys, let's go through some sectors. I think we've had enough jokes. Let's go through a couple things real quick. So we've had a nice rejection on both the Qs and SPY, but I would like to point out they haven't really taken out anything. So we just had a good move, good calculated move down to supports that we're aware of. Be very careful of a lot of indecision popping up if we do not just keep moving lower. Tesla moving away from supply as well. You love to see it. Damn, Meta did really good on the 1 minute, the 5 minute. That looks so clean. If SPY didn't look as good as it was, I probably would have switched around and seen Meta or at least Nvidia, but SPY just looked so damn good earlier. It still looks good. Is Coinbase going to produce a single black crow on the daily time frame against resistance today? Is that what we're going to get today? Potential bearish signal on Coinbase?
Look at chat real quick, B. Just real quick.
Creator Trades, I'm on your side now. Tesla, new low of day. Thank you, Chuck. Chuck's being focused. I appreciate Chuck. SPY key level is 436.29, previous week high. Dondu, you better not send a single dollar. Leland, thank you for the $2 donation. Your emoji's not popping up for me for some reason. I appreciate the donation, though. Leland, get back to work.
That second bearish retest is playing out right now.
Good call out by Pepols. See, we're so good we can joke and trade at the same time.
Boom.
See, guys, if we just sat here and traded, it'd be really boring. It's good to be in a joking mood most of the time. Let's focus up, meow. Exactly what Caleb said.
Clip it. Clip it.
Caleb's like, bait sinked. Battleship sunk.
Caleb was the one who got him.
No, Jack, because I know what trap card you're about to pull out.
For like 30 seconds.
Spy failed to hit the gap fill at 438 for the second time. Great call out by D-Touch. Chuck said, guys, that's why this is the best ground. Never a dull moment. Never a dull moment because of how many weirdos are in here. But we love them regardless. We love them. No matter how weird you may be. Swear this is just a comedy club. Yeah, I don't know why people keep asking me for trading advice. What the hell are y'all talking about? Candlesticks? What are you talking about? Won't trade. Trading? What is that?
Yo, Adnan, he's a loyal supporter now.
Adnan. I must have said his name right. I had to have. Oh no, he's gonna type now. He's gonna. Oh, he couldn't type before. Now he can roast us. Well, welcome, Adnan. I'm gonna give you the full rundown here. So, as you join the channel, you get a cute little star next to your name. You get a bunch of awesome little emojis, which none of this really matters. This is all just small stuff. But yeah. Check all that stuff out. But make sure you go to the YouTube channel and you click on the membership tab. I'm not going to scroll down because there's information there I'm not trying to, like, reveal. Actually, I think I'm fine. Yeah, there's no link showing. Okay, so if you want to go through this, you can. There was 75 videos, but I added a lot more since then. So we're probably closer to 80 now. But I've also been slowly adding thumbnails. Hopefully you guys are seeing that. I finally started making the channel look pretty. Yeah, be sure to check that out, Adnan. Glad to have you a part of the group. He said, hey guys, how you all doing? Welcome, man, welcome. Doing pretty good. So far today, Adnan, all you've missed, everybody is going to be like, oh wow, Adnan's all special. But today, the only thing we've gotten is a higher open. They tried battling and holding higher lows, which was really good. It was really good for bulls at the open. But the main thing that kept us a little bit concerned and a little bit cautious was the fact that we're approaching supply on the daily time frame. We've now slowed down, pulled back. A lot of people in here have taken trades from either the initial dump, from any of the retests that we've seen. Now what we're looking for is to see, do we get a continued bearish retest under 437 and they dump a new low of day? Or are they going to make this, like we said, indecisive and kind of chop it a little bit before continuing lower? We'll see. So far, they're keeping it at a very kind of staircase, slow-paced, move, but we'll see if it continues. Come on, you say emerging candles like B when doing chart maintenance. Yeah, if you talk out loud to yourself like I do, I respect it. It's a really good way of keeping yourself into it, keeping yourself motivated, keeping yourself focused, I guess. Because becoming unfocused is the easiest thing ever. For a lot of us. Welcome, Adnan. You made the right choice to be here. Thank you, Chuck. Timmy said you're saying it right. I'm pretty sure I know a guy with the same spelling, but welcome to the community, Mr. Adnan. You're a new trader. Ah. Lovely. So you haven't been tarnished by other groups yet. Wait, so Adnan, are we your first ever channel or group to ever join? This has got to be like the first time in forever I've seen this. I always get like hand-me-down members, I'm not calling you guys hand-me-downs, but I get a bunch of tarnished individuals. So we are your first. Wow, okay, that's an amazing. Okay, so we're going to treat Adnan right, everybody. If you guys see Adnan speak, I don't want to see anything except positivity and support for this man, okay? He called us used goods. Wow.
Anomaly.
Chris said, I'm definitely a used up hand-me-down. So, Anon, where I want you to start. And you can join these streams every day. You know, you can do whatever you want. I'm going to resend the Discord link so you have more access to some of the daily posts, but you don't really need that right now. You'll be in the streams. What you need to go check out, though, is the playlist section right here where it says Road to Consistency. I would click on this playlist. What I've done is I put videos in order for you to go through. So you can go through from the top all the way to the bottom, or you can just watch them in whatever random order you want. But all these videos essentially give you the rundown of what our system is, how we trade it, how we get our levels, how we navigate them, what different signals we like to use for potentially getting in or getting out of a trade, or just staying away from a trade. So I definitely recommend it. The staircase method too, you know, things that are just good for psychology, things to kind of keep you into growing your account, but also your confidence slowly over time, actually giving you a route in front of you, not just saying, oh, this is the strategy, follow this entry, follow this exit, that's it. No, there's definitely a lot more to it. So I would take your time to go through this. If you have any other questions as well, we're always happy to help. But take your time. I really do say that with the most sincerity ever. Please take your time. Please dive into the content, but also be patient. And there we go, guys. New low of day, new low of day, new low of day. I can't even say it again. We are getting another new low of day after another bearish retest. They are loving this slow staircase move down.
And on the 5-minute, we did have an inside bar, so I was gonna call that out.
Oh, nice.
If
Good
we
eye.
broke down, and we did.
Oh, right here? The doji?
Yeah.
Oh, that's on the 1 minute. You said 5 minute. My bad. This one right here.
Oh,
Oh, it's a
I wasn't
doji on
looking
both
at
time
screen.
frames. Oh, okay. It works. Yeah, it was an inside on this one, and then this one was the
Perfect.
inside of that one. And then, yeah, another indecisive candle, possible pop. For this one, you had a pop lower, a little bit of a retest, another pop lower. So they're just looking to continue moving lower. They've already made the nice retest. They've already made the nice move. They just need to keep it now. But like we said, they might not do a lot of that today due to the fact that we have a lot of indecision. Again, it's all about not making it obvious for everybody to get into the trade at the same time. If everybody saw that we hit a resistance, it'd be clear as day. Everybody would get in, nobody would make money. They'd pump it. I promise you, they would pump it if everybody got into puts.
Do you touch the fair value gap? Is that what you're wanting me to see? Also, on the 5-minute, we haven't gotten a close like below that inside bar though, and then on the 15, we haven't got a single close below the. So, no full confirmation yet.
It's okay. Just like Kick, I can control what's seen and what's not. Control is still mine. I'll watch it after stream where only audio can go to my ears, not to everyone else's.
Yeah.
All right. Well, there's some of that indecision we talked about. 2 back-to-back dojis on the 5-minute. You got a ton of wicking on the 1 minute. And the 15-minute starting to get wicks on both sides.
5-minute has a good potential to make a nice hammer here too.
Mm-hmm. Good eye, good eye.
Oh, D-touch, I don't see it on trade floor. Oh yeah, SPY 5-minute. Never mind. I see it now. Yeah, guys, I'm just stealing D-touch's callouts. He's the real GOAT. Come on, SPY, make a hammer. Don't make another indecision candle. This is looking like a no trade day for me so far.
I'm not gonna lie, I took a pretty easy short earlier on.
On that one rejection.
I'll show you. I was gonna do this in a video, but I'll just go ahead and say it now. It was only a 4-minute trade. So I'll circle entry and exit on this chart, and then I'll show you everything I was looking at. So it was the green candle entry, and then exit was this candle. Yeah, I knew that one for a fact because I sold in the 1 minute. So the reason I like this one a lot is because on this chart, it was looking really good for bulls. And sometimes your best bear setup is going to be a failed bullish setup. So when you get a good push like this, and then you get a doji like that, and then they push back down, that's a decent sign to me that, hey, we're rejecting. Now, it could still be bullish, but tied into the fact that we're hitting supply and that I do expect us to pull back slowly like we have, I'm pretty confident in that just because of, reviewing this shit so much. So that was the main reason I liked getting in. I probably could have had a cleaner entry if you're looking here on the 1 minute. Definitely could have entered 2 minutes ago, it looks like. But I'm still happy with the entry. It's still a fine spot for me. I should have also waited for an actual break of open. We didn't get a break of open by the time I had entered. I actually entered it as a potential 80% entry for bulls. It could have been a higher low right there. But I was willing to take the risk with the inside bar that you had pointed out on that 5 minute. So I was going to kind of keep that as my stop loss. Right after you mentioned it, I went and entered that trade. I was like, all right, I kind of like that. Because, like I said, the best bear setup is going to be a failed bullish setup. That looked really good for bulls until they broke back under, and then we had that gap down on the 1 minute. It's like, oh, damn, they're really stepping this up. Momentum, possibly. And you guys hear me talk about it all the time on the daily time frame. And if you get a gapped up small body candle or a gap down small body candle, that can be seen as overbought or oversold, and vice versa. If I'm getting, like down here, if I'm hitting a support and I'm getting gapped up candles, that's bullish momentum. That's not anything else. That's just showing that there's so many bulls, they can't keep it contained for the open market session. They have to show it in the extended hours. They have to get into part of the move before it all happens. So it's extra bullish momentum. But vice versa can be seen for, downwards movement. You get a gap down, that's potentially more bearish than it was a couple moments ago. So that all tied together kind of got me into the trade, and then the exit was simply just aiming for 437. I think I got a little bit lucky on my fill, though, because it flushed super fast in this candle. So when I was going to sell, it was, increasing the IV. So, which that was 180 to 285. I don't know the math on that.
That's a beast of a trade, though.
That would be
That's
divided,
crazy. That's kind of like that 69% entry, but you caught it as a reversal. Which it's like continuation, so that's pretty crazy. Beast trade.
So that would be 58%.
Damn.
So yeah, not a lead lane trade, but it was still a nice technical trade.
Yeah, that's still a nice ass trade.
Thank you for asking, Jay. Thank you for asking.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Josh, creator asked, "What is this?" And like, I don't know what that is either in the chat.
It's a Elmer's purple magic glue stick.
Oh.
It stands for D-Touch because he represents the glue of the community.
Oh. Can we get some D-Touch spamming in the chat, guys? Spam the D-Touch emoji. Always wanted to say that.
I'm not joking. Over the past 5.5 years of like doing Discord and being around people on here and online, it's rare you meet someone like D-Touch. I'm not joking. Like, you have your Daffies, you have your Leadlands, you have your Mel's, but I've never met another D-Touch.
D-Touch is a goat.
Which I guess I've never met another Leadland or Daffy either, but yeah, you're the glue stick, D-Touch. Because you're the glue.
When I first joined, D-Touch was talking to me in my DMs, helping me learn to trade.
He checks on anyone and everyone, and he does it without seeking attention. Like, he'll never once be in my DMs being like, look who all I helped, dude, do you like me more? Like, I've never once had that confrontation with him. It's always been like him helping people, and then I just happen to stumble upon it. It's like, oh shit, D-Touch is going hard. Like, I never once ever have to like look over my shoulder and be like, all right, what's D-Touch doing? I've never had to once do that. And he's been, what's crazy too is like, there's a lot of people that were in D-Touch's position back in the day in my chat, where they were in other groups and also a part of mine. And every single person would take away. Every single person would just take away, ruin the chat, be toxic. D-Touch was not one of those people. D-Touch, if anything, would positively promote our group, and he wouldn't ever try to deter anybody away. It wasn't about being the best or being right or being cool. It was just about growing the group. It had nothing to do with anything else, just growth. So it's rare you have someone like D-Touch pop around because there's a million people like that could ruin your chat, that could make things really bad for you, make things really annoying, toxic, make it a bad environment for other people. But D-Touch is the exact opposite. He makes the environment a lot better for other people. Makes it a warm place to grow. He's always checking on people too. He's always messaging me and all the mods without me even knowing too, doing mental checks and stuff. And it's pretty awesome because it's very, 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 very rare you meet someone like that.
Real.
And also not seeking attention. I feel like I add that onto that and it makes that number even more rare. Like there's just not people like that these days who are looking to help as well as not looking for attention. Like just looking to grow the group. He's the epitome of what a Bueller bias trader should be. But yeah, that's why he's the glue stick. Because he is actually the glue. I'm not just typing him up. He is actually the glue. Also, D-Touch is coming up on, I think, a few years in here now. Let me see. Oh, no, July 21st. I don't know why I'm thinking December. But still, July 21st of 2019. You've been here a long-ass time.
Also,
mad respect.
sorry to kind of interrupt, but we just got a hammer close on the 15.
Hey, you're good. It's not interrupting if it's TA.
Yeah. Creator, what would my emoji be? A trash can. No, I'm joking.
What would your emoji be? Dude. Hold up, give me a second. I could actually think of a good one.
No, you don't need an emoji. Oh my gosh.
Jacko, he taught you how to mod the right way? If there is a way to mod the right way, it would be D-Touch. I can't believe I didn't know that that was the glue stick. That's what that was for. I think the code for it is even called D-Touch.
Really?
I think I added it one day during a full day stream, so I guess I can't complain that nobody heard me because y'all were probably, it was probably some random part of the day and I was just bored.
Look at what Creator said. That's his emoji. And yeah, Mr. Green, that's my emoji. I claimed the steak.
Oh, it's like a Tom and Jerry cartoon style steak. He said, I honestly thought it was WD-40. Glue touch, clutch, D-touch, no judge. Jesus. Bars?
Whoa.
Bars, Dan? That's what I thought it was Don, dude. Guy made a vid for me to ban that old spam account that kept inviting people. Bro, I'm glad he found that because I couldn't even figure that out. And I owned the server. I was lost beyond belief when I couldn't find that account, bro. I've been so relieved since that account's been gone because every day that account would invite people and I could not find it. D-Touch investigated. He sought out and destroyed. Yeah, that was nice.
We'd be getting a little by the dip on the 1 minute. No real confirmation yet, but we made that higher high. We're trying to hold the 50% right now, so looking pretty good, especially after making that 15-minute hammer too. Definitely shows bulls can step in.
You guys see that? How Jay is constantly switching from time frame to time frame to time frame to just to kind of keep himself in the awareness game. It has nothing to do with him trying to be right or wrong or to be bearish or to be bullish. He's just trying to gather info. He sees that we're getting short-term buyers popping up, so there is that possibility if the 1 and 5 minute don't just turn into another bearish retest. So he's able to point this out, and we are having both sides kind of clash into each other a lot more, both bears and bulls, because of the bigger time frames. We've been super bullish, that's clear as day, but we're approaching a point of the chart where you have to start being cautious. So that's where you're going to start getting these more indecisive moves. The market's not just going to create obvious moves and let all of us take part, not every time at least.
Oh, just go in a results and review, and others can help you, or it's good to just write down.
Who you talking to?
here in chat. He said I just did a very dirty trade.
Oh, Oaktown Poppy, my bad.
Yeah, just good to go review.
A very dirty trade is in you made a good trade and you didn't understand it, or you made a bad trade and you didn't understand it. I'm going to watch all the videos. If I have questions, I'll ask you if you don't mind. Yeah, no problem, Midnon. I'm honestly pretty patient with people as long as you don't ignore everything I'm saying. If you go over this stuff and you don't understand something, reach out. I'm happy to help. If you want to reach out on the trade floor and chat, if you want to reach out here, if you want to reach out wherever, I'm here. I'm here for you. Need to get over 437.15 for bulls. Top of the bearish golden pocket I threw on the trade floor, which we just tapped perfectly a couple minutes ago. Great update by Taylor, giving good insight for both up and down, as well as good reasoning. And that's a good game plan for all BB traders. Marvin the Martian for the emoji. No, that's too cool for Creator. I'd have to give him something for all of his times torturing me. I got in too early and averaged down. Did it pay out, or you just feel dirty about it because it did pay out, but you didn't like that you probably broke a couple rules? Or did you actually get hurt on the trade? I'm still trying to figure that one out. It's not torture, it's love? Oh. Yes, I did pay out. Okay, I see what you're saying then, Oaktown. I see what you're saying. Go to the Discord. I want to see you post your trade review. I'd love to see this, because honestly, dirty trades can be really awesome to review because there's some good things to note and there's some bad things to note. So I feel like you do get a collective view of what you're looking for. So I feel like dirty trades aren't the worst thing. You just shouldn't do them all the time. But also, I'm very happy for you because you're mature enough to say, hey, you know what? I fucked up. I made money, but I shouldn't have done that. That is dirty money. I'm proud of you. Because it takes a open-minded, aware person to be able to even see that, let alone say it out loud. So good job, Oaktown. I'm gonna just pull these up on stream. I know a lot of you guys like to hear me go over your trade reviews, so if you guys post them in here, it helps me out a lot because then I can actually allocate time in stream to go over them instead of answering each one of you one by one in DMs, which I love answering you guys, but it is a lot. There's a lot more of you now. Back when there was like 10 of you is all right, but there's a lot more than 10 of you now. So awesome job by Garden Trader here early in the morning too, doing some homework. She said, I'm doing the homework like Josh suggested. I have trouble spotting the entries on live charts. This is really helping. Please feel free to leave constructive criticism. Tesla rejected the gap fill again the day before. Open. And by the way, these are levels set, ready to go. It's just time for review, and this is what Garden Trader's doing. Opened in rage and bounced at previous day demand. At 10:10, we had an 80% entry with the second bounce towards current day open. We drew a fib from the low to high, and price held the golden pocket with the hammer, so bullish. Target was towards current day open again. 80% retest of the open again at 13:30. Target was towards 221. So just kind of giving us the rest of their plan. Let's see what they did here. Oh, okay, so you drew your fib. You liked that it came down. You started liking the higher lows. Oh, good job, Garden Trader. That is amazing. Oh, wait, I already answered you. I don't know why I was about to answer you again. I had to read that again on stream, though. I like that you did the homework, and I appreciate that. I hope other people are doing the homework as well. If you don't post it in chat, it's not the end of the world. If you want to, it definitely helps out everyone, including you. But if you keep it to yourself, really not the end of the world. But let's see what Creator Trades did here. Oh, Marvin the Martian. Like the low pullback while holding the previous day high, open, and the golden pocket, so 3 amazing signs. Took one contract with the stop at previous day high for about 10%. Okay, so finding multiple reasons to like the dip. Selling into the high. I love that you did that. And then you can, of course, mental rep any trades further than that. And then if it reverts, you can just get out of the rest. Very, very nice job, Creator. You can see Mel trading his ass off as usual. The other day, Mel got a... Where is it at? Can I pass it? Oh, here it is. I'm literally scrolling over it 100 times. 1,400%. He got a really, really big trade. He's been aiming for over 1K% on a trade for a while now, and he got it. Mel, you're a badass. Bought spike calls as it held previous day high, current day open, and the golden pocket of the opening range. It's like another similar review. The smaller body candles plus the lower seller volume gave me confidence to buy calls as it approached current day open. Stop loss was a 1 minute candle below current day open, so using that current day open as a pivot point to keep him in or out of the trade. Trimmed as price created a new high of day for 12.5% and sold when SPY double topped with lowering volume for the size of the candle. So he liked that it did push up again, but then he didn't like how it kept staying up there and how it looked even more weak. So he got out of the trade completely. He said, you know what, I'm done. It doesn't look like it's going to continue more. Beautiful, beautiful trims. Fantastic, John. Lead test / 80% entry using the BB levels. Let's look at this. Always love seeing D-Touch's post. So we have current day open, which again, if you read any of these reviews, these have been a main focus for a lot of these trades today. Current day open, very big pivot point, especially if you've been part of the stream today. But current day open, they end up holding it. They get some nice inside candles. They build back up. They get their good move. They pull back down. We see the break of today's open. We see the rejection of today's open. This is what he's going for. He doesn't want to take this big move down. He wants to take a calculated entry that he knows has higher probability of working. So he gets in on the retest. And then he takes profit into what? The low of day? Or does he take it all the way down here at 436.20s? No. He's going to take it at the low of day because this is the next target. This is the next level. This is the next pivot point. This is the next decision-making spot of the chart. So, of course, it's going to have reaction here. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful trade by D-Touch. Look at that. Massive gain. 17%. Remember, focus on percents. If you focus on the dollar amount, you're going to discredit yourself. Focus on the percents. Percents are absolute. Bought puts at... Oh, we got another fantastic John right here. He said, bought puts as SPY double topped and did a 1-bar retrace to pre-market high, scaled out as price broke the low of day, and he took profit as SPY approached the previous day close. Similar trade to what Bueller went over in stream. Thanks, guys. Okay, so he was here too. Okay, he literally did take my trade. Yeah, I mean, not my trade. He took his own trade, but we took the exact same trade. He did a little bit better than me, though. He trimmed. I just sold all at once. So, he actually traded better than me. Good job. Fantastic, John. I'm proud of that. Okay, let's look at Oaktown Poppy's dirty trade. Give him that verified check. So he broke down lower. Good bearish retest. We saw all that. Went short. Averaged down. Exited. Okay, yeah, that was very emotional. I see what you're saying there. All right. Well, I mean, you know what you did. We went over this a little bit. Okay. Well, I'm honestly more proud of you for saying out loud, yo, this is dirty money, instead of being like, oh, I'm going to get in on puts because I'm bearish. I hope I make a lot of money. And then it goes up to resistance because you're screwed, and you go, oh, wow, I'm going to buy more because hopefully it rejects and this average down saves me. And then it does save you, clearly in this example. But that's not how we should think about things. We're not looking to be saved. But I'm proud of you, Oaktown, for at least bringing that to light. And then he said, I noticed that it kept staying under previous day open. Again, him pointing out his reason on why he liked it. And look, guys, we are getting more lows. We talked about the possibility of remaining bearish, getting a slow bleed type move. And that's exactly what they're giving us. What, Timmy? Timmy, what did I just read? Can I read this out loud? Is that allowed or no? This has got to be like the most unique thing that's ever happened. What? There's no way this is real. Okay, guys, I've just recently learned Timmy is one of the realest individuals to ever exist. My bad, guys. I need to come back to read y'all's comments. Bad habits are hard to break, but here we are, 100%. I love my college apartment Wi-Fi. Oh, nice stuff, Sandellers. You got in before me, which is good, because I did show how I entered kind of late. I was probably 2 minutes late from the best entry, and then if you entered before that, that was fine as well. But no, kick ass, kick ass. You make a better trade than me, you ain't gonna hear me complain or be weird. I hype up people who do better than me. I love seeing it. If you can surpass me, you're doing fucking great. Low of day, low of day, low of day. My bad, Leland. Bad habits are hard to break. I already read that. Triple Qs can't give up. Pre-market low. Good call out by B Ferg. My bad for not leaving the quick chart open. I said I was going to leave it, and then I didn't. My apologies. I also can't get the volume to disappear from this screen. I need to message Leland. Oh. Wow. Okay, never mind. I won't message Leland. I want to dip buy it. Even Mel's looking for a dip buy. Timmy said, it's about the reasoning. We can always mental trade to get rid of bad habits. It's not about the money. 100%. Through mental reps, through reasoning, like Timmy just said, over time, we can push these bad emotions out of us, these bad habits, enforce good habits, follow a set routine, have rules set in place so we don't have to ever step outside of them. Whoops. Did not mean to make y'all hear me twice.
Hey, Josh, I am gonna have to get going because I have a dentist appointment in like 30 minutes. So
You're good, man.
Dip out.
I appreciate you being here, dropping updates, dropping some knowledge on these people in here. I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, thank you for letting me come in. It's always fun. All right, I'll see you guys.
Timmy, you were the realest person I think I've ever talked to. That is hilarious. But guys, yeah, I don't know what I was gonna say. I was gonna say that was Pepols. Thank you guys for listening to anything he was going over. We kind of went over a couple different things. I was really bringing him on here too because it's nice to kind of ask some of these guys in my chat questions because, you know, I can come up here and spout the same message every day, but it's nice to hear it from other people as well. Whether it's Mel through his trades, Daffy and Peoples through their commentary, anybody from the chat through their posting, you know, it's amazing. But who else wants to join a stream one day, honestly? And not really a stream. I would love to get a list going and getting everybody into like a podcast series. I really want to get that going. I'm gonna probably work on that this weekend because I really want to get that going. I think it's gonna be hilarious. I want it to be funny. I want it to be about trading, but I want it to be about people of our community, not just about trading. So it's gonna be a lot of different things. It's gonna be great. I will on a day off. Adam, I would love to have you in here one day. See, what I need to do is I need to make a list, and I need to have all of you guys kind of add on to it of like questions we can ask people and things we can discuss. And I'll have this list, and then I'll just use that each podcast. Therefore, I'm using the collective questions as well as just whatever you guys want to talk about. Plus, then I can, you know, pressure whoever I'm talking to, get some funny answers out of them. Oh, Sandella, you're gonna definitely have your own episode if I'm doing a podcast. Everybody here will have their own episode. I promise that. If you're willing, of course, not just anybody and everybody. But no, I definitely promise that. I really do want to do the podcast and bring all you guys on there. I love having the whole personality thing because I feel like kind of adds like a whole effect to our community. It's like, oh wow, these are real people. These aren't just like pros who act like they know everything. They're not just a bunch of randoms not knowing what they're talking about. You know, we're kind of in between. We kind of know what we're talking about, but we don't like to say it like that. You know, it's kind of weird. Hey, listen to me. I'm smarter than your average bear. No, that's stupid. Never listen to somebody who says they're smart. But I think that would be hilarious to do a podcast with all of you in there. Then for order of the next person on the podcast, we use the spinny wheel. Oh, that's a great idea. The spinny wheel remains intact. That's a very good question. Or, idea. My bad. Alexis said Tesla found some buyers at 218.56 and Moderna with selling pressure. Big bearish engulfing on the daily on XLV, which is healthcare. That could be a joke question. Yeah, after the first one, I like Jack's idea. We'll do the spinny wheel. All right, let me write all this down because I'm going to forget. All right, so one, I need to make a channel for all of you to drop questions in. All right, so podcast. What are we calling this podcast? We need to come up with a cool name. Y'all got to help me on this. This is teamwork. All right, so one, after the first episode, next guest is chosen by Spinny Wheel. Each episode is a new person. Well, except me. I guess I'd be the only person who's there every time. Focus is asking questions. Bueller Cells. The emerging podcast. That's called a host. Yeah, I get it, smartass. Wait, so if I do the right, so we're kind of stuck in something here. I don't know what the word is, but so if I do the first episode with someone, right, and then we choose the next guest, right, based on the spinny wheel, how do I decide who the first guest is? Do I just choose somebody I like? I just choose Leland or something. No, I wouldn't. Leland couldn't be the first episode. It needs to be like, I don't know who would be. Someone like incredibly unique needs to be first episode. Bueller Talks. Oh, okay, that's a decent one. Can Sniper Trader 204080 be a guest? I swear, Sniper Trader is canon. He's canon with the community now. Doesn't even exist, but he's canon. Bueller Talks, that's a decent one. I like the emerging podcast. Bueller Talks is alright just because it has the name in it. Bueller Blabs. Well, to be fair, Jack, Leland will be one of the few people I feel like that I'll probably do multiple episodes with. So I don't want to cater to just Leland because I'm going to probably cater to him anyway. I love Leland, so I'm going to bully him into multiple. He's not going to be just one. He'll be one person I bring into multiple episodes because he's a great guy. I love Leland. Leland would be fitting for the first one. Alright, so need name of podcast. What are some other notes I need to put down? I think we're good. Oh, I guess platform. What am I doing this on? Do they have podcasts on YouTube, or is this something you do on Spotify? Damn, we're gonna own our own. Bueller's Day Off to talk? Oh, dude, we could play into the whole Bueller's Day Off thing. You should have some kind of contest to decide the first guest. Okay, here, I'll type that down. Potential contest. Oh. One of the points needs to be, make a channel for everyone to post potential questions and convo starters. There we go. Bueller's Blueprint podcast. Why do I feel like I can't say that word? Bueller's Burgess. Bueller's... Wow, that one hurts my head. It's probably the most simple word to read, and I'm just dumb. Bueller's Day Off Talk. BDOT. Bueller Poots. Oh, okay. Theme title for what will be highlighted and talked about each individual's podcast. Which one's going to be similar but different, you know? Because it'll be a set series of questions and convo starters and just random things I know about the person, depending on who it is. And then I feel like it'll be different each time because each person's different. Not everybody's going to answer the same question the same way. And I probably order them differently. I don't see the point in asking somebody the exact same order of questions every single time. So we'll probably shuffle it around. Still holding from 1010 and Time Decay is taking my V card. Did you mean to type V? I'm not gonna lie, I saw V card and I was like, volatility. That's funny. Bourgeois. Bourgeois. Everybody I'm Buellerin. Oh, I see what you're saying, Timmy. Okay. Exactly, so the trader's themes will cater to that individual trading experience, life, community life, anything under the sun. Serious retest on SPY. Yeah, this is probably your most violent bullish move back up, so I'd be very careful. Now that they are slowly retaking, and like Jay said a little bit ago before he left, he said you could be looking for a slowdown because of a 15-minute hammer, which they did push a new low, but now they're holding inside of that candle. So if this was to hold a little bit higher, it almost causes the question, is this just a big combination to try to get buyers back up to today's open and possibly today's high? We'll see. Could end up being just another bearish retest. Remember, guys, we are not doing a full day stream today. We did one yesterday, and then we're doing one tomorrow. And then Friday, we'll probably do an in-between one where it's longer than this, but not a full day stream most likely. Unless something comes up, then we'll just do whatever. But guys, I think I am going to end the stream here. I do appreciate the amazing amount of updates, the trades all of you guys took together with me, without me, you know, but being able to break it down on your own. I'm proud of that. I really am. I don't care if you take a trade with me or not. What I care about is that you understand what the hell you're doing. I just want to know that you know what you're doing, that you understand, oh, okay, this is why I got in, this is why I got out. I don't even care if it's my system. I just want to see you follow something. I just want to see you be consistent, so you have a path in front of you, a routine, because these things are going to be what creates good habits. Not randomly finding the best strategy in the world. That's not going to happen. It's not going to be that easy. So, take your time. I do appreciate each and every person for being here, for including some of the different ideas for the potential podcast. I mean, it is not a potential podcast. It is definitely going to happen. And everything, seriously, all the call outs, all the different stuff. So, and thank you guys for helping me out with anybody who's new to the chat or somebody who's not new and they're just looking to get some stability, because without you guys, it's impossible to help these people. If I'm just telling them by myself, they're not going to listen. If we're telling each other as a collective, they'll be like, okay, wow, there's something going on here. Maybe I should listen. So I really do appreciate each and every one of you, and thank you guys. Continue to spread positivity, continue to spread the knowledge, continue to spread as much help as you can. Just be yourself, be comfortable, and focus on the reasoning of things. I think we can all agree on that. But I'll see you guys later on. And yeah, thank you for the laughs today. Today was pretty hilarious. But I'll see you guys later on. Tune into the Discord. There's still tons of people in there typing, posting. So if you guys want to go conversate with them, you can. And I'll see you guys later on.